Good morning everyone. This is As Mohammad Khan and I welcome you in today's segment student. In today's segment we will discuss two important topics student. First is metalloids, second is uses of metal and non-metal. Now about the metal you know, non-metal you know. With metal and non-metal there are the some elements have the characteristic of both student metal and non-metal, and all those elements are known as metalloids. Means metalloids are the elements that possess the characteristic of both metal and non-metal. So this is the definition of metalloid student. And now what are the example of the metalloid? So these example you will read in detail in the higher classes, but you will try to learn the name of these elements that come in the category of metalloids. So what are they? First is boron, silicon, germanium, arsenic, tellurium and polonium. These are considered as metalloids. Why are they considered as metalloids, student? Because they possess the characteristic of both metal and non-metal. Now you tell me, what are the characteristic of the metal? What are the characteristic of metal, student? Metals are hard, sonorous, malleable, ductile, lustrous. So these are the characteristic of metals. Now what is the characteristic of non-metal? Non-metals are soft, non-sonorous, non-lustrous, non-ductile, non-malleable. So these are the characteristic of non-metal. But these elements have the characteristic of both. They show the both type of characteristic of metal and non-metal, their characteristic they show, and they are considered as metalloids. Now what are the example of metalloid? You know about it. What are they? They are boron, silicon, germanium, arsenic and tellurium and polonium, student. Now we come on the next topic that is given in the last of this chapter. What is it? Uses of metal and non-metal. So first we come on the metal, student. Metal can be considered as life-supporting substances. Why? Because in the animals it is helpful. And which metal is helpful? It is iron, student. Iron is helpful in the body of animals because the blood that we have, in the blood there is one red color pigment is found that is known as hemoglobin, and that hemoglobin is made up of iron and protein, and with the help of hemoglobin oxygen is transported from one part of body to another. That's why we can say that the metal is also important for the life of animals, because with the help of iron or with the help of hemoglobin, the oxygen is transported. With this, metals are also useful for plant, student. As you know that the plants can make their own food, and for making the food they have one metal in their leaves. And which metal they have in their leaves? It is magnesium, student. And that magnesium trap the light of the sun, and with the help of trapping of the light of the sun, plants can make their food. So magnesium is essential for the life of plant, and iron is essential for the life of animal. So these are the metal that support the life. Now we come on the other uses of metal. Metal is used in making machinery, student. The machinery that is used in automobile transports or in industries, all those machines are made up of metal, and which in general which metal is used? It is iron, student. With this, the body of the aeroplane is the automobile transport, student, and its body is made up of metal. And which metal is found in this? Can you tell me the name of that metal? It is aluminium. Most of the body of aeroplane is made up of aluminium, student. Next is Trains are the automobile transport and their body is also made up of metal, student. And which metal is used in that? It is iron, aluminium. So these are the metal that are used to make the train. With this, satellites. Now what are the satellites, student? Satellites are the artificial body that revolve around the earth, and with the help of the satellite we know about the weather. Means satellites are used for the weather forecasting, and satellites are also used in communication, student. Like in nowadays we can talk with each other with the help of mobile, and our mobiles work with the help of satellites. Like we listen the different programs on radio, so radio also work with the help of satellite, student. And these satellites are prepared by the metal, student. Now we come on the next, where the metals are used. So student, metals are also used in cooking utensils. In cooking utensils in the kitchen, there are the different pots we use, and when you observe those pots, then the most of the pots that we use in the cooking are made up of metal, student. Why are they made up of metal? Yes, it is the most important question, that the most of the cooking utensils are made up of metal. Why? It is the most important question. Why, student? Because the metals are good conductor of heat, and with the help of the heating we can easily cook the food. That's why the cooking utensils are made up of metal, student. Next is water boilers. Metals are used in water boilers, student. Now water boilers have some water boilers are connected with electricity, student. And as you know that the metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. That's why the water boilers are made up of metals, or metals are used in making the water boilers. And metals are also used in the electrical gadgets, student. Why are they made up of electrical gadgets? Means why are they used for making the electrical gadgets? Because metals are good conductor of electricity. And in general, which metals wire we use in the electrical circuit or in the electrical gadget, student? It is the copper wire, and copper is considered as the best conductor of electricity. Now we come on the uses of non-metal. Non-metals are also important, student, and it is most important, means they are most important to support the life. Like the body of the plants, animals and microorganisms are made up of mainly non-metal. And which non-metals are found in the body of the plants, animals and microorganisms, student? They are carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen and oxygen. These are the non-metals that are found in the body of the living organism. That's why we can say that the non-metals are the life-supporting elements. With this, our body contains the 70% water. That 70% water is found in our body. Now in the water, which elements are found? The elements that are found are hydrogen and oxygen. And hydrogen and oxygen also come in the category of non-metal. With this, non-metals are also used in breathing, student. And which non-metal is used in breathing? Especially we use for breathing, we use oxygen, student. And with the help of oxygen, our food is oxidized. But there are some other microorganisms, they use carbon dioxide or they use the nitrogen for their breathing. So Oxygen, nitrogen and carbon dioxide, they also come in the category of non-metal student. With this, fertilizers. In the fertilizers, mainly the element that is found student, it is nitrogen. And nitrogen is obtained from the environment, from the air. And nitrogen come in the category of non-metal student. With this, phosphorus, potassium, they are also used in the fertilizers. So we can say that the non-metals are used to prepare the fertilizers, especially nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. With this, water purification. Water purification is the important task to student, from which we kill the pathogens that are found inside the water. And in the water purification, the non-metals are generally used. And which non-metal is used in this? It is chlorine, student. Chlorine is used, or the chlorine tablets are used. With this, ozone is also used. So what is ozone, student? Ozone is the triatomic ozone, O3. It is the formula of ozone, O3. And it is used, means the ozone is used in water purification because it kills the pathogens that are found inside the water. So ozone and chlorine are used, and ozone and chlorine come in the category of non-metal student. Next is antiseptic. Non-metals are also used as antiseptic, student. And which metal is in generally used as antiseptic? It is iodine. Iodine is used as antiseptic, student. So iodine is an example of non-metal. Next is in crackers. In Diwali, we use the cracker to celebrate Diwali, student. So crackers are generally prepared with the help of phosphorus. Phosphorus is found in the cracker, student. So crackers are also prepared with the help of non-metals. So it is about the use of metal and non-metal. Now you will try to learn this topic and try to write in your notebook. Thank you very much and have a pleasant day.